Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I decided to jump in and build us a large Savannah type habitat instead of building each of these animals kind of like their own little enclosure. We've brought in Val and Earl. Remember they were kind of the signature attractions over here for the longest time, but I just thought let's jump in and try something new. And that's kind of what we come up with. So this whole area, kind of, they can go anywhere in here. This encompasses the new enclosure. And I actually did a little bit of work out here as well. Like the entranceway, I changed out some of the foliage to kind of just get that vibe going right as you pass through this tunnel. And when you actually, when you come through here, you're kind of in it. This is the entrance to the, we got some red crowned cranes. We've got some giraffes. We've got the rhinos. We've got the Savannah elephants. And yeah, so this is kind of like the main little area right when you come in. There, I just thought to have the little bit of separation, almost make it look natural, not have the big giant high fences. I know we've kind of gotten a pretty good bit of ways away from the realism here, but I just thought it would be a fun idea to tackle out here instead of a bunch of individual exhibits, or like I usually do and try to over-theme it and put a bunch of buildings. I've really put a focus on this build of really putting the animals at the center and the enclosures instead of just doing like, big giant building theming everywhere and villages. And I'm like, let's just forget that this time. Let's get in here and let's actually build this like with the animals at the forefront instead of so much, gift shop and retail theming. And we've got the flamingos in here. We've got them a little pond. See over here, I've got like a little walkway that brings you, it brings you really close over here to them, especially they're one of their first little mud baths. See how I kind of have that hid right here. They love to come up here and waller around in this. We've got their little beach area set up, kind of like with the river that comes through here. Definitely the most popular area of the whole attraction, of the whole exhibit. This is the old bridge that used to sit here when this was the elephant, when it was kind of just the elephant enclosure by itself. So kept the bridge. This is almost set up as almost like a little island out here. And, they don't come over to these fringes very much, but just the thought of theming it out and giving them that option to come over here and giving them that space was really fun to design for, instead of kind of boxing that up and, separating it out. So we have just this massive enclosure now, and over here as well. This is kind of like that second little wing out here. And I figured too that this enclosure is so massive. There's so much going on over here. I've got them like their own little dedicated vet unit. We've got the Jeeps. We've got, so, I figured this team would be entirely dedicated to taking care of all of these massive animals that call this new enclosure home. But yeah, also, if you kind of make your way, I found this fountain on the workshop. If you make your way kind of past the flamingos over here, we do have a little gift shop area. So you can make your way in here. This is my Settlers inspired gift shop. We've got some bathrooms, and also look, I've got us a little a meerkat exhibit over here. I almost called them prairie dogs. We've got a little meerkat exhibit kind of over here. They're neighbors with the flamingos. So they've got little holes dug all over the place. I just thought this would be a fun little kind of filler habitat over here. And then, of course, like I mentioned, you've got a little bathroom area back here for the bathroom breaks. And we've got benches, and it's just kind of a little bit of a shaded, nice little cool off spot back here. Kind of come back here and hang out with the flamingos, see what they're into. And then it leads like this little small path kind of leads back out into the main little area that'll take you over to the lions and Leaf's penguins, the African penguins, and Becky's hyena habitat. So we're kind of probably going to keep pushing out this way. I was thinking this little area right here would be fun to do some maybe African wild dogs. Maybe I might even be able to pull off hippos over here, like have this be a big hippo enclosure. Maybe have some waterfalls kind of coming down, cascading off this little mountain into their, get them like a big lagoon over here. So that could be this could be a cool little offshoot for the hippo enclosure. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But yeah, this is their little beach area. Like I said, probably the most popular area of the whole enclosure. And I had zebras in here. We've got, what are they called? Gimbok. Got them in here. I took the zebras out because sometimes the zebras, I had 8 of them in here, and they're so all over the place, like, you know, they just kind of run everywhere. It almost makes it look a little too busy, like there's too much going on. So I took the little zebras out. You can see we've got like the, kind of like the little barrier here. Got the electrified fencing that the animals kind of know to stay back from. And yeah, this is just a really, really fun, I think, fun design. It was fun to try out. It was definitely a lot of work. I knew it would be. I knew this was going to be a lot of foliage, a lot of planning, a lot of layouts, and you can see we even have another little viewing path over here, which arguably could be one of the best because the animals stay over here on this beach so much. If you make your way around, you know, right here, look how close you can get to them, watch them splash around. So a lot of good viewing spots. Like I said, they don't come over here much, but still a fun little transition area. I've got to finish up some fencing over here. But yeah, this was it was a trying build. There was a couple times where I almost thought about just scrapping that idea and just going with the individual enclosures, but I kind of stuck with it, and it's kind of morphed into this this open savanna type of idea, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like it now. I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad we didn't end that. It's fun to see the little red-crowned cranes kind of swimming around and walking around with them. So yeah, and they've got their little lagoon, and I just thought this was a pretty cool fit for Lost Creek. And now we don't have to break that up with a bunch of path work. It's kind of like just their big, massive African savanna area. And you enter kind of coming from your little ranch area from down in there. So let me show you. The entrance looks pretty cool. I've changed out a bunch of the foliage. So if you're down in here and you're making your way out of the petting zoo and the ranch, see how I've got like the buffalo grass, and I've got the kind of like the, what do they call those? Like the savanna tree. What do they actually call those? Umbrella thorn. Got those up here. And I think it just really kind of almost sets the tone for this area. And then like we show when you come through the tunnel, I like how you're just immediately immersed like in this savanna type of theme, you know. So you know, even if you're over here in Grizzly Gulch, you know, you make your way through here, very North American. You've got the beavers, and then right when you round this corner, we immediately start selling that African savanna story. And then when you come through, really kind of, I like how it kind of greets, like it pulls you in to explore back in here. And there's, like I said, there's really no bad spots. You're going to start seeing animals very, very quick when you come through here. And I thought this little flamingo pond broke up the savanna really, really well. He's under the little cover back there. And we've got some little cranes over here exploring. The elephants and stuff, they'll come back here every once in a while. They'll do a little lap and explore, but these little outer fringes, they don't get a lot of traffic. but still cool. And then, of course, the big, like, natural bridge back there kind of looming over this area as a backdrop, I just thought looked really, really cool. Love these new big trees with the exposed bark. So, yeah, this is it. This is what I've kind of been working on for you for the week. You guys will have to let me know what you think, and let me know if you think this was a good idea, or if you would have tried to tackle something different. But it was one of those Planet Zoo ideas I always wanted to try, just to have a massive habitat, and I think we pulled it off pretty cool. I think you've got a lot of good sight lines. Animals have a lot of space, got the water element, and yeah, lots and lots of fun on this one. This one kept me going during the week. We had a lot of fun ideas, a lot of changes, a lot of layout changes on this, but I think it come out pretty cool. So anyways, guys, I'm Stan Wolf. Let me know what you think about the newest African expansion and this whole revamp we're doing here in Lost Creek. And yep, I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya!